Hello, this is Ilona, out for a ramble on a Sunday afternoon, and there's not a whisper of wind, so let's have a little bit of a walk and a talk, shall we? See the fields over there, they were ploughed last week and all the seeds are planted, so I'm off on this track here. It is my usual track, that way. Yep, not boggy, not muddy, dry, bit uneven. I've got my oldest boots on, which are falling to bits, but I'll get a little bit more wear out of them while it's still dry. Just treading carefully along this uneven ground. So I'm out in the fields. I've had the morning on the computer, as is my usual thing. I took a few photographs this morning because I finished an artwork, and I will show it to you eventually. This is nice. Nobody about. I can see, right, that's where I'm going. I can see all the way along there. Not a soul. Only me. Yeah, so did my usual thing on the computer, and it's getting quite interesting, isn't it, about the current situation and what is going on. Every day brings a little bit more news, and people are now waking up and speaking out. So that's going the right way. It's going the right way, yes. So all we need to do now is to make our own lives and ignore everything that's going on. So I watched a certain mayor of London. What a rude and arrogant man he is. People don't want his rules, and they are perfectly entitled to say so. His new rules, which virtually locks people into their surroundings and not given much freedom to travel anywhere. And people don't want that. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to go and live in London. Oh no, I couldn't do that. If I was told that I've got to go and live in a small flat, small box, in an urban area, in a town or city, I would say, no thanks, I don't want to do that. I would rather get a caravan and live in these fields. Around here I would go off grid. That's what I would do. I would not be locked up in a little box. I'm an outdoor person. So, yes, and he's horrible, that man. That man is awful. Anyway, somebody has made an almighty blunder, haven't they? I'm trying not to say too many names here, but yes, apparently there are lots of, thousands in fact, WhatsApp messages flying around all over. The newspapers are picking up on it, and these WhatsApp messages weren't really supposed to be out in the domain. They were used for a book. They were supposed to be researching for a book. Well, yes, you can't keep those secrets all for very long, you know. These messages that are flying about all over the place. Yes, this is only the start of it. There are more messages to come, and let's see who's been talking to who behind the scenes, who's been plotting, who has been carrying out orders, and who's been making up rules. And yeah, let's have it all out in the open. Let's find these people and have a little laugh, because they're not going to win. You and I don't have to let them win, because there are millions more of us, the little people, who don't want all these rules, who don't want to be told what to do. We are free. I was born in a free country. I've been free for all of my life. It's always been me making the decisions about what I want to do. And I'm not going to give that up. And so I don't know about you who are listening and watching this. You must do what you think is right for you. If you want to become a slave in a box and do as you're told, go ahead and do it. But don't come whinging and moaning when it all goes pear-shaped. You know, when the more and more rules are going to come in, it won't be just a few rules. It won't be just, oh, well, you can't do that anymore. No, we're changing it now. You know, we've got new rules now. You know, make your own rules up about how a good life should be. So really, it's up to you what you want to do about it. But to know what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep coming out here, and I'm going to drive wherever I want to drive, and I'm going to keep on using cash. I'm going to take my money out of the bank in whenever I need it, in however amounts I need it. Might be a few quid, it might be a few £100. You know, that is my cash in the bank. So the government are not going to get their hands on it. No, I'm not donating to the government to to spend my money on trivial stuff. In fact, to be honest, I do know, I'm not that daft, I do know that I haven't actually got any money in the bank. Because the bank could refuse to give it me if they bring in a new rule. They might just decide to say, well, we're in such a mess, this country is financially in a mess, we're going to have to use all that money that people have deposited in their accounts, so we will use that for whatever we need to use it for. So I would say to people, keep on using cash, for goodness sake, and stop being a slave to the screen. Stop walking around with these screens in your hand, and stop using these apps. Change your bank details, change your bank account, get out of internet banking. I know people won't do that because they say, oh, it's so convenient. Oh, I only have to tap a card or tap my phone And it's just so easy. Yes, it might seem easy, but it's going to be a whole lot easier when your money disappears out of the bank. That's how easy it's going to be for the government to take control of your money, because you're actually giving the government control to take your money by tapping away with the cards and the plastic and the goodness knows what, and before long it will be a chip in the finger. And face recognition, walk into a shop, look at the screen, takes a picture of you, and oh yeah, well, we'll let this person spend some money. Yeah, it's all on the computer, and then one day you'll go in the shop and they'll get your mug shot, and then they'll say, oh no, this person cannot spend money. No, because we've emptied the account and there's none there. So anyway, this might seem like pie in the sky to a lot of people, but those of us who are awake, we know what's going to happen. But we can stop it happening. We need to get people aware and awake. Can you see me, mother? How long is that? 11 minutes. I think that will do us for today, will it? Oh, I love it out here. I just love it. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for popping in. Don't bother with the like button if you don't want to. It doesn't matter to me, because I'm not making any money from it. And see you later. Catch you again.